What's up YouTube, it's Michael here, and today I wanted to bring you a video on why you should not pre-order, Star Wars Battlefront EA. I don't know what the hell the title is, because every poster I've seen of it says Battlefront EA. Because, if you look back into the other Battlefront games, they never had fucking Battlefront EA on the fucking bottom of it. And that's just the cover, okay? I'm just already getting worked up about it. Anyway, this is my top 5 reasons you should not pre-order Star Wars Battlefront. Okay, number 1 is the paid business model that EA is notoriously known for. I've already looked online, and if you go on Origin's website, or the Origin client, which is already fucked as it is, dazzled to find out that EA has already put up a paid premium, they've already put a paid premium edition to Battlefront. Now, they've done this previously with their Battlefield series. It's a business model that EA is notoriously known for, and it looks like they're not really changing their mindset with this game, which I don't know why they're doing it. This game already had enough hype without needing. They don't really. What I'm trying to say is that they don't need that much premium DLC or whatever the hell they had to do with Battlefield, because Battlefront 2 is such an iconic game that enough people are already gonna buy the base game as it is. So why would you go and fuck it like that with the paid business model that people already despise with Battlefield? Moving on to reason number 2. This one has more recently been announced than all my other topics, but they announced no single-player campaign is going to be in Star Wars Battlefront. Well, some people can make the argument, oh, Titanfall is so good, and games like Evolve and Brink, there's another one. Well, okay, but Evolve sucked dick. I wasn't even a fan of Titanfall. I didn't really play Brink at all, but right now, with the prior evidence that we have, you don't a successful game isn't really made off of just not including a single player campaign. It does not benefit at all from that. And what they're doing, I don't know, they're just kind of alienating it to the multiplayer aspect. And even games that don't strive to be good single player wise have single players, like Call of Duty or Battlefield. So just not to include a single player campaign is just kind of an odd question to me. But unlike other reasons on this list, I can be more open to it just because, Titanfall did have redemption in the fact of the multiplayer was so good that you could at least ignore the fact that it didn't have a single player campaign. And you don't really need to know the backstory of why these people are fighting each other, because obviously you have the entire Star Wars lore to go behind. So that one is arguable, but it's still, in some people's eyes, it's going to piss them off, and I can completely see why. Okay, reason number 3, and this one really pissed off a lot of people, including myself. No space battles are going to be in Star Wars Battlefront. So basically, a big feature that everyone loved from the originals and have been demanding really in the new ones, or the newest version of the game, is space battles. So to not include that and blatantly tell us like that, it's kind of a big fuck you as well to us. And it's such an iconic way of playing in a Star Wars game. You would think that they would have space battles, but no. And another point I'd like to make out right now is that this is just with games in general nowadays, but something that I wish they could carry over from Battlefront 2, and something that I did so much in Battlefront 2, was whenever me and my buddies would get together when we were kids and play Battlefront, we'd play the 4-player split screen. So to see that feature be taken away, it's gonna be devastating to the whole entire aspect of this series, this franchise. And they could keep it in there. They have not yet announced it, but who knows what's waiting for us around the corner. Next, they're probably gonna they're probably going to denounce the fact that split screen doesn't have to be in the game or something, you know? Whenever it was so iconic to the original. And another mode that they also aren't going to put in our gameplay feature, is Galactic Conquest, so that's fucked up. Anyway, moving on to reason number 4 is the cinematic trailer that they've released. Now, I don't know about you guys, but anytime a game releases a cinematic trailer, I mean, you can't really judge it off of that. So, like, okay, this game's set to release in the 4th quarter of 2015. So, why is it that we're almost halfway through the year and have not seen any gameplay, no in-game images, footage, or anything? And just so you guys know, the game is not gonna look like the cinematic trailer. That shit looked like a grade A, like AAA, well, I shouldn't say AAA, Hollywood production. And for your gaming rig, I mean, a fucking gaming PC would have to be top notch. You'd have to have like 2 Titan X's to run whatever the hell we saw in that cinematic trailer at a constant FPS of what the trailer put out. So it's not going to look like that at all. So to release that is kind of iffy on me, and it already had me scratching my head. I mean, don't get me wrong, the cinematic trailer looked great, and it got me hyped as fuck to play the game. But after the slew of announcements that they made about the features that they're cutting from the game, it really brought my hype down a few notches and opened my eyes and got me fired up like a lot of other Battlefront fans. You can't really judge the cinematic trailer, and so does the cinematic trailer really give me any more hype than does it really outweigh all the features that they've taken away? No, not in the slightest sense. And finally, reason number 5, and probably the most commonsensical reason out of all of these reasons, is EA's previous history with their games. Okay, EA has been known to latch on to series that people love and take them and fuck them up the ass. And I could name off all the examples for you. Well, but I'm gonna name off the one that I find the most devastating to me. Whenever they rushed the release of Mass Effect 3 and that ending, and they took Battlefield and turned it into what it is now, and Battlefield 4's launch was so fucking horrible that should just, I mean, those all should just give you reason to not pre-order an EA game in itself. So what do we get from this? I mean, who knows? They could announce something and announce all these features are coming. Like, they might give us some sort of hope, but that's very likely. And why they're doing their business model like they are is beyond me. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to pre-order Star Wars Battlefront. And if I haven't given you reason enough not to, then I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to, and if you're truly still hyped about this game, and you know you're still so hyped from Battlefront 2 that you want to go and buy this game, then go right ahead. But with games now, and just games in general in the past few years have been falling under this trap, and a franchise as beloved as Battlefront 2, I just hate to see it go down like this. But I'm sorry, but I have to say, don't pre-order this game, guys. And I'm not saying all the gaming industry is fucked altogether. I mean, The Witcher 3 has already surpassed 1 million. It was just announced. Witcher 3 has already surpassed 1 million pre-orders, and there's a week left with its launch. So, I mean, their business, CD Projekt Red's business model is pretty great. I mean, their expansion pack was what, $25, and they've already announced like 16 free DLCs before the game even launches, and built us a full fucking game, released footage of The Witcher 3, and had hype building up to it fucking years before the game even came out. And this business model that EA is doing is complete polar opposite of that. So, I mean, you guys can take what you want from this video, but when it gets at the end of the day, I just am not gonna pre-order Star Wars Battlefront. And if you guys liked this video and liked my ranting, then go ahead and click the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.